Well, good afternoon, all you ladybugs and yellow jackets out there. Uh, Welcome to this Sunday's episode of Handmade Home Shopping. I am your host, Fairy Princess Lolly, here at Faire Productions. And I'm going to warn you guys again, if you were here with us on Cyber Salon last night, you know already that I have a very bad head cold right now, and I'm currently running a fever. So if I seem loopy today, that's why. I haven't managed to actually get out of this. So I just managed to do myself up a little bit. Thank you, everybody, for being understanding with that. Oh no, where'd she go? Uh-oh. We might have to go with vendor number 2 to start the day. Well, first things first, of course, we'll give her a second to get back as well. Please like and subscribe, ring the bell if you would like to receive future notifications of our shows. We do 3 shows a week, and our next one will be Wednesday, Faye News. And if you join our Patreon, then you will be entered into all the drawings that we do on our several shows every week. So that is also very exciting. We probably do about 8 drawings a month. So, okay. And then with that said, please allow me to give a shout out to today's show sponsor, who is author Jessica Lucci. And you may actually remember her. She's been here for our Friday show, Author Reads, and has a number of largely steampunk-based books. There is some romance in there, and you can find all of her information is in the low bar and then also in that ticker that you guys see going right there. She's really awesome. She actually also was generous enough to donate one of her books to our Cyber Salon gift baskets for the costume contest, and she's just really great. So please check out her work, especially if you like steamy stuff, like steampunk stuff. Yes, so please check out her stuff. I'm just gonna she is from the New England area, and this is where she actually draws a lot of her inspiration and knowledge. I have a hair in my face for her writing. She's currently writing a new novel, which is Salem Switch, which is about Victorian time travel and the Salem witch trials. So following her Instagram is quite fun. I follow it, and I would recommend that you guys do as well. And so with that said, I am not sure what happened to our vendor. I think she might be having connection problems. So I think I see our second vendor in line, and I will bring you. Yes, you're good. Okay, so we're going to bring you in. Hello, can you hear me?
Hi.
Oh,
yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you just fine. I'm so glad you look amazing, because I feel so terrible, and I'm like, yay! Like, you're picking up the slack.
I feel so bad.
Well, I suspect she will be able to get back a lot of times. She said this was her first time doing it, and so she's a lot of times. Everybody has this. Like, she is not the first person.
I'm like way overwhelmed. Like, yeah, totally get it.
Oh, yeah. So I think it'll be fine, and we can fit her in wherever she goes. So, well, please, Magnolia Rains, if you will, introduce yourself to us and tell us who you are and a little bit about what you do and where you're from, and give a shout out to any of your home shows that you do, or home fairs, or kingdom if you have a kingdom. I love your crown.
Yes, I love the Curiosities and Oddities Fair that it got canceled this year, so I'm hoping to make it back into that loop next year. So when everything starts to get back to normal as far as vendor fairs.
Yeah, right. I'm a little worried for next year, but also very excited for it, because I feel like with everybody being cooped up for literally a year, it's going to be insane. And
yes. Yes, like I was worried about trick or treat last night. I feel like people have been just cooped up so much that they were gonna like come out in droves, and oh well.
I did see a cool idea though that somebody did. So that nobody had to be touching anybody, they actually hung candy from their tree, like Christmas ornaments.
Ooh.
Right? Because then you can do that. You can wipe it down, you can hang it up, you can do it all with gloves, and then everybody can come by and just pick their one that they want.
Like, oh, yeah, great idea.
Right? Great
idea. Yeah, we tried a tube, and it failed. We didn't put enough effort into it, and so it was a disaster, but still fun nonetheless.
All right, well,
so I'm sorry, totally.
No, it's okay. I'm like super excited to see what you have back there.
I am Magnolia Rains, and my shop is Box of Rain. I kind of have let me kind of like move around.
Oh, and I've given you the whole screen here a little bit, so now you have some more room.
Okay, and I'm terrible with camera stuff, so I tried to get it tighter, but I couldn't see, so I'll kind of like bring everything forward. So essentially, I am magical treasures and upcycled goods. I like to do paper crafts, candles, herbs. Those are all kind of my wheelhouse. I've been working on a lot of Christmas stuff. I've got some Yule candles going on.
Oh, nice.
And they are all dressed with essential oils and different herbs to corresponding purposes. And
that's great.
Size you could think of, votive size. I've got these little chime candles. These are my, I've got my little thing here. Let's try that. So,
there we go.
There we go. Maybe. Sort of. Okay. All right. Chime candles. You know what those are.
It's okay. I will say this. When you show a thing to the camera, just pause in front of the camera and give it a second to be able to grab on and focus on the image.
On it and don't move around. Gotcha. Gotcha. Oh, let's see here. I love doing paper crafts. I do antique aged paper.
Oh, nice. You're a person after my own heart.
Yes. And like you can put them in any kind of, like, I don't know if you're into junk journals or
love
any
them.
Kind of recipe book or, just any kind of book that you would want to. And I do them in all sizes. So if you have a custom order, you don't see a size that you like that I have available, just let me know. I can cut it to whatever size you need. And these are some of the books. I upcycle books. So I find something and then I will fill it with aged paper and make it into like a little binder.
Oh, bring it close. Let's see it. Yeah. I want to see it up close.
Oh, okay. Let me bring
it
in.
Show us. Oh, I like it.
That one. These both the books I'm going to show you are both works in progress, but they've got flips and different papers, and I'll add embellishments and.
Well, I love that, and it's actually quite useful because so much now in the way of magical books, Book of Shadows, secrets, whatever you may have, are downloadable. And so you can download, punch your holes.
I like to keep a digital journal of stuff as far as like easiness to go to when I want to look something up. But I still kind of like the funness of like filling in a book and writing on the pages, and I don't know. I still think that's fun.
It is fun. Now, this crown you're wearing, I must know about it. Is this of your own creation?
Yeah, actually, yes. I got the actual crown at Party City. And everything else, like the little antlers and flowers, I got at the Dollar Tree.
Yes. Yay.
Yes.
all of these things can be made into such beautiful stuff. And I see that you have so many. What's in that plastic bin back there? It looks like you have vials back there. And
so
show me the things.
You guys get some secret sneak peeks because I haven't even released and put these out yet.
Oh, that's exciting.
These are little offering tubes, and I've got.
Nice.
You can do custom ones or choose from the ones I already have. Here, let me kind of like.
There we go.
Don't want to show off the chin there. Yeah. Let's see. Like this one is for gnomes.
Oh,
I don't know if you can really see. My favorite part of this is I put little teeny tiny little.
Other direction. There you go.
There we go. There we
and
go.
Those are inside those tubes?
Inside, so that you can leave out your choice of offering liquid. Because, they like to drink on some liquor, but I don't really want to send that through the mail. So
that's probably a good idea.
It's really cute. Yes. So it's just filled with little herbs and trinkets that you can use for offerings for gnomes. We've got
some earth fairies. Yeah.
Yes.
All
that
kinds of
like
good
some
things
vanilla
going on.
sugar and some bells.
That's a great idea too.
Yes, and I have a couple for different deities. For the same, just for offerings, things that they like.
Well, and it's interesting too, because sometimes depending on where you live, you cannot easily or readily get your hands on the things that you might want to put as an
Yes.
offering, right?
Yes,
So
I have that problem. I like to go to other shops that have
me too.
herbs that because I'm not very good at growing stuff, so I don't have a lot that I get done grown myself or that is around that I can get into. So yes. I love other people's shops too.
Now, and what's this?
These ones are
like elements.
I've got different colors for different intents when you're doing spell work.
I
like to work with a lot of rice and salt. Rice has a lot of blessings, and salt for cleansing. And then when you add colors and herbs to the mixture, it's great to sprinkle on candles, keep some in your bag for luck. You know, I've got red for romance, blue for truth, purple for divination.
And so these are a mixture of rice and salt for these purposes. Okay.
These ones are rice. These are ones that are for blessings, for spell work that you're working on, for all different colors, for every intention. Like that one's for abundance. And then these ones, I can't even lie, these ones are my favorite.
Oh, is that a set? Like a whole little set?
This is a little set of
that is great.
Offerings for your elementals. I've got earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. Yes. And this one is the salts. And you can add them to whatever incense blend that you might already have. You can use it on its own. You can add it to, literally anything. There's literally no wrong way to use my stuff. Like that's I like simple magic, so I just feel there's no wrong way to do it whatsoever.
I'm with you in this philosophy.
Yes.
It's the thought that counts.
Yes. And let's see what else we got going. Oh, I've got this left over. I have one left from Samhain. It's a little box. Filled with all kinds of little goodies for banishing spells and stuff like that. But like my favorite part is the lid is wax covered, so you can, I don't want to do it, but you can etch, names and spells and anything
that's
that you
cool.
want to. Yeah, like I love that. And the same goes with, I've got some intention candles. This one's for divination.
That's a candle?
It's got, yes. This is a square candle. Where'd my little thingy go?
What's it smell like?
This one's got yang ylang.
Ooh, I love it.
Yes, so bad.
Yum.
What else I've got in here? I know I've got some yarrow, some mugwort, and lemongrass. It looks like.
Let's see it again.
Stones on top.
Nice.
And then the other side, I leave blank again, so you can, use like the end of a paper clip or whatever to carve in your intentions or whatever you're trying to accomplish.
And actually, that's so much easier to etch into than a round candle.
Yes. See, that's exactly what I thought. Yes. And I've got, like I said, candles every side. I've got 7-day burning candles. Ooh, I don't know. Sometimes this one. Let's see.
One last thing, because we're coming up on our time. Let's see.
Yes,
one last
you cut me off because I'll just keep going. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. What do you got? One last thing. Let's see it.
Cleansing crystal jar. It's so hard to see. You can't really get a good, but there's
there.
Blue sand, salt, brown rice.
There, yeah.
Put your crystals in there overnight to cleanse them and charge them, and you're good to go.
Oh, nice. And that's good for when it's raining and pouring outside and you just can't go outside and bury it under the moon.
Yes, I had put everything in plastic bags last night. It just did not go as well as I had hoped.
Well, you are participating, I have here, in our magic word, and I'm gonna bring us back together. So magic word this week is wing envy. And yes, but we always decide our magic word on the Wednesday Fae News show. So wing envy was it because we had some amazing wing stuff that was going on. And what this means for those of you watching at home that are new to this is that if you shop with a box of Rain, and her information is going down there in the ticker, it's also in the low bar, but if you shop with her, and you put wing envy into your checkout comments, then you will receive some sort of surprise bonus gift, unless you're going to show us.
Oh, I was, but is it a surprise? Because
it can be. It doesn't have to be. It's up to you. So if you want to brag about it, brag.
I'm going to go ahead and, because this one I feel is like pretty awesome, because I'm going to give you.
Okay.
bucket candle of your, this one is for Yule. It's just an example, but it is a bucket candle. But I will when you put in Wing Envy with your little message when your order comes in, you can choose any intention, any color, anything you want. If you need a deity candle, if you need a certain color for spell work, whatever you want. Dealer's choice on that one.
Dealer's choice. Okay.
That's the big special.
All right. Well, oh my gosh, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you for having me. And I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better. You still look great, and your suit looks so comfy. And I hope it gets better.
I'm sure that it will. I feel like this is probably the peak of the things, but it's it's testing me. Oh, look at that. Oh, yep. Woo, man. You know, I deserve cookies for this.
You should just keep them on the side for a prop and just keep going.
Right? Okay. Yes. Thank you so much for being on the show, everybody. Please fly over. Yes, and give some likes and some follows, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday afternoon, evening.
Thanks, you too.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night. Okay, so I'm sorry, pardon, I'm a little slow on pressing all the buttons today, but we will now bring in who is supposed to be our first vendor. So I see you down there in the wings again. So hello and welcome.
Hi.
No, I wasn't going to just cut you out. I'm sorry. I promise.
I think it was my computer. I was just having issues with it. So I'm on my phone now.
All right. Well, please, if you will, introduce yourself to our audience and tell us who you are and where you're from, and give a shout out to your home peeps, whoever those may be, and tell us what it is that you do.
We're Maille and Things, and my name's Amber. I'm located here in Utah. My husband's my biggest supporter. He actually does most of our chainmail items that we have. So we make chainmail and bead fusion jewelry, dice bags, accessories.
So this is a what is the word I'm looking for? A duo, a husband and wife team that we've got here. Well, I see it looks like you're wearing some of your chainmail there, even on your head today. Your circlet?
Yes, this is our circlet. This is one of our popular sellers. We've actually outfitted almost a whole mermaid pod. It was the mermaids at the Great Salt Lake. They all bought some from one of our vending events.
Nice. I think I might actually know some of those mermaids. Well, I'm going to turn the big screen over to you, but I'll be here in the background, and let's see what some of your guys' work looks like today.
Okay.
Sell me some chainmail.
Well, this is also one of our most popular sellers. This is our dice bag. This is our lotus dice bag.
It's almost like a dragon scale lotus dice bag. It's neat. I like the way it. So how does it open?
We have these little stoppers that just push and it opens up, and that we just kind of fill it with some fluff to kind of give people an idea of how big it can be. And I believe this can hold up to about 9 or 12 sets of dice.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. And then, and so we just kind of pull it to tighten it. We also, you can use this for any magic potions or, pretty much whatever your imagination can use it, that your imagination can come up with.
And it's funny too, because I'm sure that anybody that uses dice on a regular basis, all you gamers out there know I'm talking to you, you need this, because I know that you all have a dice collection habit. And this is what you need here in COVID. I'm sure that you guys have bought more dice this year than ever in the past. And this is perfect for holding your dice.
Yeah.
So, okay. So what else do we have? I see so many things there behind you. So
this is, so here is one. These are actually one of our hair clips that we made.
And it looks like they've got an etching on the inside of that.
Yeah, it's oh, sorry.
Other direction.
It's
okay.
There we go.
There we
go. Yeah,
it's
got I believe it's the triquetra that's on it.
Oh, nice. I like it. Now, so you guys made these. Can you do these in custom colors?
Yes, we can. We do a lot of custom colors for people. That's another one of our popular sellers is that. And then this is one of my favorites. This is a dragon.
Whoa. On an egg?
Yeah, it holds it. So it's got a magnetic. Sorry, this doesn't work very. So it's got a magnet on on the tip of its mouth, and that's what attaches it to the egg. Maybe you can.
So this is the dragon. Yeah, I can see it looks like the back of his head.
Yeah, that's the back of his head, and then the front, because it doesn't want to stay up very well.
You can get over your hand. That will probably work. Like over the. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's quite long too.
It is. This takes about 9.5 hours, I think, to make.
And so this little guy has a magnet in it, so it can protect the egg.
Yep.
That is
so just like that.
That's adorable. And do they come as a set or do they come separate?
You can do it either way. You can buy them together or you can buy them separately.
Nice. Where did you get the idea for that? I called it a he, but now I'm wondering if it's protecting the egg, does that make it a she? Maybe dragons are like penguins, and it's actually just, the male that hatches the dragon egg, and the female goes out and does all the hunting.
It's whatever. Like I said, we like to try and cater to imaginations and have, people make up their own stories, whatever floats their boat. Now we also have these mini hair clips that we make. So if you wanted something smaller.
Oh, there's my colors, my normal colors anyway. Today I found a skinned cookie monster, and that is basically what I fell into, and I'm stuck in it now. But
I love it. It's great.
Are the petals on that looking rainbowy to me, or is that just my eyes being wonky?
They're actually silver. It could be the lighting too. They catch the light pretty well, actually. But these ones, yeah, they're silver. And that we have some, and again, could do custom colors with that as well.
So can I ask a question here about this awesome circlet that you're wearing?
Yeah.
How does it stay so perfectly on your head?
We just add some chain to the back and a clasp so you can connect it together. In fact, actually, I can show you on this one. This is one of our other circlets.
I'm like, what magic is this? But I also have a head that everything falls off of, so.
Well, we can customize these, and we can add, plenty of extra chain if necessary. Keeps getting caught on one of the other chokers. So I don't know if you can kind of see it, but so we have the extra links, and then there's the clasp that you can connect it to.
Gotcha.
I will admit, sometimes I need assistance to put it on. It's not always easy to put it on by myself, but.
That's okay. I'm pretty sure that anybody that wears a corset also gets assistance somewhere.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I know people that can do it by themselves, and I know that I can do it sort of by myself, but sometimes it's just too much. I love it. I love it. These are beautiful.
Yeah.
I really like the circlets. I see some other cool looking medallion types of necklaces. Yeah.
So this one is kind of called a wrapped cab. So we just have a design of.
Oh, pretty.
Yeah, with like a dragon, and then it's got chainmail wrapped around it, which helps it all hold onto the necklace.
If somebody wanted you to use their own medallion of some sort, and they were like to mail it to you, would that be a thing that you could then work into a piece?
Yeah, there is most likely. My husband is really quite good, and he can come up with quite a few things. We actually did have one person who wanted some earrings that she inherited from her mother refurbished because they were like the screw type earrings.
Oh, yeah.
And we were able to actually change them into like for her pierced ears, so hooks or whatever. So yeah, that was quite possible.
Wow. Well, we are coming up here on the time a little bit. Do you have any last things you want to show us or stuff that you want to? I'm going to bring us together here. There we go.
Yeah, I'll show you this. This is the new item. We don't even have it listed yet.
It's so pretty.
And it's got stretch and a slide one. And one of our other popular sellers is the egg wings that we have for kids. Yeah. And this is just filled with different creatures and other little surprises. So.
The egglings. Oh my gosh. That thing is adorable. I feel like
these are one of my favorites.
So was that a choker that you just showed us with the heart on it? That was a choker? Okay.
Yeah, and it has a slide clasp on it.
Oh, nice. Okay. Oh man, that thing was cool looking. And so little sneak peek, those are going to go up here in your store very shortly. And I do see that you are also participating in the magic word. You are participating in the magic word, and I can't even describe to you guys how hard words are right now. But magic word is wing envy, you guys. So put wing envy into your comments when you check out, and you will receive some manner of bonus gift from Maille and Things. Now, do you want to share your bonus gift, or do you want to keep it as a surprise?
It's going to be a surprise. Okay. I have a few ideas. I just haven't settled on one yet.
Okay. Well, you never know. Somebody may buy something and then you'll get like the feeling of what it is to send them, right? So, all right. Well, thank you so much for being on the show this afternoon, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday weekend. It's been a lively weekend here. So,
yeah, you have a good day too. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, we are bumping right along, and I'm pretty amazed that I'm even managing to hold in there right now. Our next vendor here is White Wolf and Phoenix. I see you down there. I'm bringing you in, sir. And there you are. Hello.
Howdy.
How are you?
Not bad.
Yeah, did you enjoy your Halloween?
It was quiet. It was mostly quiet except for noisy neighbors late at night and boring because nobody trick-or-treats on our street.
Oh, that's sad.
It is. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, this year kind of ruined everything. So, but
and we've been here. This is our 10th year living here, and last year I had one person knock at the door late, and the light wasn't even on, but I found something to give them, and that's the only time in all that time we've had somebody come to the door. Oh, well.
I believe that is about similar where I'm at. We don't really get very many trick-or-treaters, though one year I got a trick-or-treater, and I had nothing. So I gave them a magic wand holster. That was all I had. Because I knew that they were upstairs kids, and I knew that they loved Harry Potter, so I gave them magic wand holsters. So if you will, please introduce yourself to the audience and tell us who you are, where you're from. Shout out to all your people at home. I love to do shout outs and, really feel the connectivity in our community. And and then let's see what you guys got.
All right. So
I'm Megan.
She's the White Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
She's the one who makes most of this stuff. And I'm Herveus. I'm the Phoenix. And I'm the guy who does more of the talking because it suits me.
A good partnership.
I make stuff too, but
yes, but somebody still has to do front of store, right? Somebody still has to do front of store.
Yeah, and we make that work. There's a level of Mongo lift and tote here.
I believe it. So what do we have today?
So we mostly do our business in the SCA.
Okay. What's your kingdom?
We live in Atlantia. We have done business in almost every kingdom. We haven't done business in the kingdom in Australia.
Well traveled.
Done it in any of the Canadian kingdoms.
Canadians want too much money from us up front.
There's it's sales tax issues.
Yes.
We do big events up in New Hampshire, which is East Kingdom. The biggest one is the Penzic War.
Yes.
Gulf Wars down in Mississippi, where they've been hurricaned a bunch already.
Well, I'm over here in On Tier. Have you made it all the way to the west coast?
why I was getting there. Estrella, Estrella, that's okay. That's all right. Not a problem. Estrella is on our regular list. That's the last actually in-person event we did was Estrella. I was on my way down to Gulf Wars to meet up with Megan when we got the word that it was canceled and turned around and drove home from the middle of Alabama. That was annoying. But hey.
And I was busy coming up from Louisiana.
So, and we've also done Great Western War in Southern California. We've done events in Northern California. We've done events up in Ontario. Not lately. So, yeah, we've gotten around.
So what have we here today with your product?
Well, Megan's a hand weaver. She makes narrow wares.
What is a narrow wear?
Like this is
a
pair of 6-foot pieces, labeled as garters, but they can be used for trim, tying up what needs tied up. You know, some small children, pets, whatever. Small children is not a joke. We had somebody buy some trim, a couple of pieces, to make a harness and leash for their kid who suddenly needed it. So we do
ran out in front of us.
Do garters, different size, different width stuff.
Show them close and then hold them still for a minute so the camera has a second.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
This is some hard woven trim. Whoop, let me show you the front side. There, that's better. This is a 9-yard hank of trim. It's about 3/8 of an inch wide, maybe. So it took a little while to make.
And you make that by hand without using like a tiny little loom or anything?
Well, that was an excellent segue. Okay. This
cool.
is an example of a loom. It's an inkle loom, which I made because I make looms. And it started out with 5 yards of work on it. And you see these cards here.
Yes.
These are the important things. They each have four threads in them, and the cards turn. On a regular weaving loom, you've got the up and downer fingers.
Mm-hmm.
These are the up and downer fingers.
Yes. Okay. I know what you're talking about.
I'm using technical terms. Okay.
Yes. Very technical.
Usually gets the point across though. So the pattern on this is
beautiful.
4/4 pattern, and I have to carefully turn the cards in individual pattern. It's different on every row. I have a written pattern which I can't immediately reach.
How long does it take you to do one of these to make like the whole length of a trim?
It depends on the pattern. That piece that I just showed you is. I can do about.
Which is about 3 inches.
About 3 inches an hour is the kind of rate we're talking about.
That is several hours of weaving.
You might put it that way. The number has 2 digits in it or more sometimes. And so it's not inexpensive. But
yeah, but it sure is cool looking.
It has ooh-ah value.
It has. I only know one other person here up in our kingdom that does a similar thing, but I'm not really familiar with how weaving and looms work. I'm super impressed that you made your own loom. What?
I make them because Megan broke early looms, and so I had to make them sturdier until she more or less stopped breaking them.
That's only the most recent loom that I haven't broken yet. Notice yet.
Yeah. The little caveat. Ooh, what's
not
this?
only do we weave, this is a crocheted shawl. You'll notice it's got 5 sides, not 4, not 6, 5.
And why 5? Is there a reason for that?
Megan makes 5-sided crochet. It's just the thing she does.
It's different.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me to make something different. That's what started it.
So this is, you know, so there are shawls. There are also triangular shawls that she knit.
Oh, what?
Which I think is what she was.
Pretty.
But you got the wrong side out. This is the front side.
All right, fine, okay. Mongo lift and tote.
Oh, I love that.
So this is a little bit more substantial size. This is knit. It's a lace pattern. Most of the stuff we do is in cotton. Here, why don't we put this on and model it just a bit, so we just get an idea. So we have shawls in stock as well.
Oh man, I love that. I'm grooving on the colors of your rainbow.
That one, you know.
They can also be worn like so.
So
I don't know how much it shows.
You know, butt covers.
Yep. As if you're a belly dancer or something to that effect, they can go right around and
you know, wherever you need it.
So what is it like to wash these? What are the washing rules?
If it's cotton, just throw it in the wash. If it's wool, do what you have to do with wool.
Yes. We work in wool and linen and silk as well.
So can I take a quick sneak peek here, just at your website?
It's not going to show a whole lot, frankly. The website needs work. I made sure I updated enough to remind you. Okay, here's how to do business.
Well, it's definitely got the pictures though of some of your stuff there.
Some pictures, and they're old pictures. Go ahead, sure, go for it.
Let's see. Give me just one second, and I will get it up here.
Yeah.
You can kind of get see a variety on these.
Yep.
Of things. I mean, we don't have to go. I just was peeking at it, and I'm like, oh, look at
going down through the front page is sufficient. Oh yes,
I love this.
Yeah, that stuff. That's some more card weaving that I did, reproducing a 12th century maniple and stole, or at least pieces of it.
That is cool.
Plus the bears and the other one are my pieces.
You know, that Arlon stuff got me a laurel.
And then here's some pieces on the loom from a top angle, so we can kind of see what that looks like.
Right. Yep.
Nice.
So yep, you know, that's another style of loom I make. And then,
yep.
So basically, we're in the business mostly of not selling so much finished goods per se as stuff for making stuff, trim, laces, garters, string.
You actually make string?
No, we do not make string. No, we don't make string. We sell it.
I was like, wow.
No. So like this is one of our 2 display boxes of silk thread.
I like that color palette. That's for sure.
And then
that one's not.
And then this next one is the other one of silk, which is needs some replenishing.
Well, we're coming up on time here a little bit, so
yeah, I figured that.
Yep. So I guess 1 or 2 last things, and then it will be time.
I think I touched upon everything I hoped to.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
and then there's this.
Ah, yes. And what we have here are a bunch of braided cords. They come in about 2 foot and 4 foot lengths that our eldest makes, and they are just in a bazillion color combinations.
Yes, all the color combos.
and our oldest is the 3rd person in this. That's why we dropped the on the Phoenix.
So we do custom work. Don't, you know.
Oh, nice. So if people want something in particular, they can always feel free to send you a message and work that out with you.
Absolutely. Somebody said, I need a belt. I want a brown belt like this. Okay, we can do that. I see you have silk. What will it cost to do that in silk? And so we worked up a number, and he said, sounds good. Do it.
All right. Well,
and the next day we put it in the mail to him, which surprised the heck out of him because it was something Megan could whip out quickly.
If it's simple, I can do it quickly.
So yes, we can
2 hours. It's about 2 hours to make one of the ankle belts.
Okay.
Card weaving takes much longer.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, you guys, for being on the show this afternoon and showing us your stuff. It's amazing.
Thanks for finding us.
Yeah, of course. No, I'm always impressed by the depth with which SCA folks go into the history and their making, and so I love having you guys on the show. So thank you so much for being here.
And thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Have a good Sunday.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, we are bumping right along. We have 20 minutes left, and our next vendor is Kuko Creations. I see you down there. Hello, beautiful lady.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I am doing well. I could be better. I could be better, but I'm here, and the show has gone on, and that is what is important, right?
You're hanging in there.
Yes. No. So, how was your Halloween?
It's pretty good. Actually managed to get out because out here where I'm living, COVID hasn't really hit us too bad. So there were actually kids.
You must be kind of rural. I would suspect.
Yeah. I'm out here in Prince Edward Island. It's a very tiny island in Canada. We basically, like, as soon as COVID hit, like, the lockdown procedures pretty much just shut down the only bridge that can get you here to, like, the mainland. And we've been fine since then, really. We've had, like, I think 72 cases in the last, I guess, 6 or 7 months.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good numbers.
Yeah.
So, all things considered. Well, geez, that's good to hear. Well, so please, if you will, you have such a beautiful setup. It looks like there. Tell us your name, and obviously we heard where you're from, which is Prince Edward Island, and and what you do and what you have to show for us today.
Okay. My name is Ashley Perry. I'm the owner of Kuko Creations. It's a thing that I started about, I'd say, 7 years ago. I was kind of just dabbling, doing some jewelry, like just kind of teaching myself how to do some basic stuff. And my mom and I were doing some local shows, like around on the island and all throughout, like, Atlantic Canada. After a while, I kind of like got like into this sort of groove where, like, I started working with more resin and wire, and I feel like that's really kind of picked up from there. Just like I feel like I've really, like, settled on something that I'm really enjoying doing. And the people really seem to like it. So I'm like, great, this is awesome.
Well, it looks like you've got some of your stuff on today, and then also some stuff back behind you there, maybe. So let's see what you have for us.
Well, I guess I'll start with the one that I'm wearing.
Okay.
This here it's a pendant made from resin and wire, and it's kind of like gives this effect like it's kind of like glass, but it's like a hardened plastic resin kind of material.
And it looks like kind of a color changing autumn leaf. It's beautiful.
Yeah. I figured, like, the first thing I wanted to make was, like, very Canadian.
Oh, there we are.
The next thing that I got up is after, like, I started to kind of, like, get the hang of using resin. Originally I was using, like, a 2-part resin, which you have to, like, mix together, and then you, like, pour it into a mold or something, or you would, like, use it to dome a material, and then it would settle after about 24 hours. And I was always finding that I was getting a lot more mistakes that way because it would, like, spread out too much or it would like overflow, or there'd just be like holes in or bubbles in it. I mean,
And resin is
then I
expensive.
discovered, yeah, and it's also pretty expensive too. Then I discovered UV resin, which you can, it's like the kind of stuff like gel nail kind of stuff that you would put under a UV lamp, and it sets within minutes, which makes it like so much easier to work with. And I'm able to create pieces like within, you know, like 40 minutes, as opposed to having to wait like a full day and then having to do like adjustments and then having to wait another day for it to all dry.
And then I
So,
bet when you shine a black light on that, it glows.
it's really
cool.
Like I've got this like little cute, yeah, I call it my little easy bake oven because it's like this pink little thing that's just for like nails, but it's like it works great with this UV gel. So
Nice. I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay, what's happening? Oh, pretty.
So like I started just getting this idea of like putting wings on keys because there's something very like magical, whimsical about it. And I'm always kind of drawn to, you know, like nostalgia kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so like that's one example. And then like here's another one that I did. And it's kind of got like this really cool sheen to it. Kind of like almost like a stained glass.
Yeah.
I've got another one here where I started to get a little more technical with the wings, where I started actually layering like wire into it to kind of give it more of a structure, I suppose.
Is that a necklace?
Yep.
Oh man, I love that. That's beautiful. Things that I need for Christmas.
And yeah, I like just kind of adding like the sort of like the iridescence to it, so it kind of like shimmers in the light. Kind of hard to see here, but yeah.
I can actually see it pretty good when you twist it like that. So we can see it.
Sweet. Here's like another example of like a winged key, because I'm really obsessed with like keys, like old-fashioned keys. Like there's just something like really neat about them. You know, like they look like they could unlock like a secret door to like a secret garden or something like that.
Yes.
And so like I was kind of like adding like wings to them to kind of give them this like really neat, like enchanted effect.
Yes, I love it. Keys, you know, they always bespeak some kind of the unlocking of a mystery of some sort, right? So yeah, I'm with you on that.
So then I got this other idea from a custom order that a friend of mine wanted. He asked me to make him a jellyfish necklace for his girlfriend. And I was kind of like tinkering with this idea for a little while until I finally landed on this design.
Oh my God.
So it's the
that
same
is so cool.
With the resin, where I kind of have it all layered, and then I add the wire, and then I like add another layer, and then add like all the decorations inside. And yeah, it's just kind of like,
heads up, mermy friends out there. I love it. There is something about jellyfish that makes me so happy. I don't really even know what it is. They're awesome. They're so soothing to watch. And
it's such a strange creature. Like, I'm not even really sure if like they're really alive because they don't have a brain. And it's like, what?
Yeah, it's true. So, well, we're sort of coming up on our time here now. So I want to give you an opportunity to show us any last things that you may have there that you want to share before we bid one another adieu.
I just want to like quickly show some mermaid tails that I did last year. It was part of like this mermaid challenge that was going on. And they had like word prompts, and like people were coming up with like mermaid designs. And then I was like, I wanted to do something like in jewelry. So I started making little mermaid tails with like the same technique with the resin and the wire.
Those are
sort of
shiny
and stuff. And these are like available on my website. You can actually get like a custom order where you like pick out the colors that you want. And if you want like rhinestones and other kind of like decorations put on them. These are just some like examples of like different color combinations. And then like my personal favorite, the sunset one.
I'm going to pull up your website here. Ooh, I love that one. I love those colors. Let's see. I'll just pull this up and we'll have a quick little peek at your website. Here we go. You can see it?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Yes. I love this. Do you do other chess pieces or just the pawns?
I actually do have like a couple of different chess pieces here. I do have like a mold for all the different pieces, but at the moment I only have like a couple of pawns made.
I happen to be a chess lover myself.
Oh.
I love this. Look at it. All of your stuff is so. Oh, there's some knights and bishops. Okay.
Yep.
And
Looks.
yes. A pox upon whoever should call these horses and castles.
That's right.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show today. It was wonderful to have you. Yes, share your work. And all your information is going in the low bar. So if people want to find you, they should be able to find that in the descriptor, wherever they're watching from. And with that said, I will bid you a good Sunday afternoon.
All right. Good night.
Good night. Okay. And last but not least, by any stretch of the imagination, I see Darcy. I see you down there. Bringing you in. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Oh, there we go.
I'm hanging in there.
You're hanging in there? Well, hey,
yeah.
I have allergies, so I got you. I understand.
At first, I thought it was allergies, but as of last night, I very definitely had a fever. So I can always tell when I get fevers over 100 degrees because my skin hurts. I don't know how else to describe that. Only people that experience that know what I mean when I say that. But it's like everything that touches me, even this right now, just is like everything's on fire. So it's crazy. But I'm hanging in there, and
well, that's good.
Yes. Well, so please, if you will, introduce yourself to our audience and tell us a little bit about you, where you're from, and a shout out to any of your home shows or events.
Well, I'm Darcy for Darcy's Magical Designs, and I'm the sole designer of all of my creations that are pretty much all one of a kind. So I don't do duplicates of anything. Just work with what I have on hand or what I can order. My husband is fabulous. He me where I can and does all the pictures that are on my Instagram for the most part, and usually takes all of the orders and drops them off for me. So he's a great support in that way. I've always been very crafty, and I just started this small business a couple months ago. It kind of all started a year ago. I really wanted to make my own like Book of Shadows grimoire kind of a thing that for myself, and it's still work in progress, but this is
sweet.
Yeah, this is mine. It's still like I said, it's in progress of being put together. I kind of took the spiral off so I could make sure that I could add to it when I need to, and it's going to be bigger than what the typical.
It is so detailed. Holy smokes!
Yes. Here's a Christmas one that I've also done. That's kind of the same thing that actually still has the spiral on it, and they're 8.5 by 11 spiral, and they are just a plain like sketchbook / journal, if you will. And there's usually, that comes in like 80 pages on an 80-pound acid-free plain paper. So I love doing those. Custom orders is especially my favorite thing, just to be able to work with a customer and getting who they are into a piece of my work.
Right, a real sense for the person. So
yes, exactly.
Well, you're creating this one of a kind thing that's never going to be redone, you know.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
So, well, what else have we back there today? I see many things.
Like I said, I just started this a couple months ago, and in probably the last couple weeks, I've started doing. I started doing Instagram auctions
Okay.
with other different businesses that do auctions strictly just on Instagram, if you will. And so a lot of my stuff has actually been selling. So pretty much probably about a fourth of the items that are on this table are already sold that I have to ship out in the next couple days. But like this box, it literally just sold an hour ago. It is, and I find it's very, very cool.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it's got lots of little
and it has a handle and
yes. It's very magical, mystical, if you will.
Mm-hmm. You feel like if you open it, there's going to be all kinds of papers in there, like little papers or notes or trinkets, you know, something mysterious, right? Mystical and mysterious.
So see, and then I did paint the inside. It's just a wood, like a plain wood pine box that I painted.
Ooh, excuse me. I have a cough real quick.
Uh-oh.
I just don't want to cough right into my microphone or I'll blow everyone's ears out. Well, so now I don't know. I am not familiar with how an Instagram auction works. And so if you don't mind, is it okay if I pull up your Instagram and you can tell us real quick how that works?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically how it works is one account so basically for myself, since I am the small business, I send her all of my items that I want to list for the following week.
Okay.
And give her all the information. So basically it's like what the starting bid is, what the buy it now price would be, kind of list all the kind of information that you would need. And then she goes ahead and she lists for all the different vendors, all their items. And then we all promote the sale. She promotes the sale. Then customers just make a comment, whether, you know,
like this right here that I'm looking at.
Item.
To purchase DM, and this will also be part. And so is this the other Instagram account where all of the vendors are posted? This one.
Exactly.
Oh boy, I'm trying to read it.
Yes, that's actually
I can't read anything right now. Like, my brain will not brain.
Yes, that's actually one of the bigger accounts that I have started with, and that auction actually just ended. Well, actually, I think it ends here in like 3 minutes.
And so people, when they do this, they send the DM and then they get a reply message that is advising them they pay through PayPal or
it all depends on what the small business takes.
Okay.
So I did have a customer the other day. She didn't have PayPal because that's strictly usually what I always use, just because it's easiest. But she didn't have a PayPal account, but she wanted to know if I had a Venmo account. I was like, yes, I do have a Venmo account. I just generally don't use it. I think the last time I used it was a year ago. But yes, go ahead and send it to there. You know, so it just depends on the vendor.
Nice. It's not a thing that I've ever actually tried. So thank you very much for explaining how that works. I'm sure I'm not the only person.
Yeah. I do want to explain that because I find that some people don't quite understand, but I'm going to get there. If you're looking at my items and you're reading, so like this is an 8x10 and I will put on there stapled canvas, which means this is what it looks like on the back. It's an actual stapled canvas. It's already got like a lip back here that you can actually hang up on the wall.
What do people think you mean?
Well, because when I put in there, because there's also like this one, it's also the same size. It's just portrait size. It is a flat back canvas, which means there's no way unless you actually install something to hang it on. So basically, for like the flat backs, you can put it on like you can you can buy these at the dollar store, like in the frame department. They're called easels.
Yep.
This is just a wood easel. This is like in the art department, but you can buy metal ones if you just want to have it sitting on like a table or a shelf or whatnot. By hanging it up actually on the wall.
Okay.
So that's kind of what the difference is, in case anyone was ever wondering when they're looking at my Instagram account and the descriptions.
I never fail to be amazed sometimes by the context and people's understandings of things, because, you know, we all come from such different contexts in life that it's, you know, people will say something and you're like, I don't think we're talking about the same thing.
Exactly. So a couple of new pieces that I wanted to show. I haven't even listed these on my Instagram account yet, but this is like a little wood purse.
Oh, that thing is adorable.
And it's a little box, just kind of like the bigger one I showed.
Mm-hmm.
So that's very cute and dainty. And since we do have, now that it is November 1st, amazingly,
yes,
we do have the holidays coming up. So I whipped this one up today. I don't know if you can see it.
There we go. Oh, it's an ornament.
Yes, it's an ornament, and
all sparkly with Swarovskis or something.
It's just like little like crystal stickers.
Yeah,
that are glued on there. And then this is Santa Claus with a little child like sitting in his lap.
I love old-fashioned Santas.
Yes, me too. So those ones are new, and then I also have this one new for the holidays.
Ooh.
It's little gnomes, because I know gnomes are hugely popular.
Yes,
this basically is just a decorative napkin that I decoupaged onto a canvas, and I just kind of added some 3D stuff. So like there's like a little button here, and then I added some like
so some cool mixed media art going on here to give it a
this here. I like, you know, they already had the white beard, so I just added some modeling paste and kind of made it look like they had like puffy little beards.
Mm-hmm.
And
they are adorable.
I added like some silver paint around the edges, but it's like I want to say it's like a 6x6 square, but it's also a magnet.
What? Ah.
So basically, like you could stick it to your refrigerator if you wanted it for your office. If you have like a file cabinet in your office, you know, just stick it on there for decoration. And
there you go. Perfect.
Yeah. So we have those, and this
one last thing. One last thing.
Huh?
One last thing.
This is basically what the spiral notebooks look like before I even touch it.
Well, show us one last thing of your work. I didn't mean to cut you off per se.
You're totally fine. Let's see. This is also
cool.
Like I have the dark. I kind of have now the dark and the light.
Right. Well, we're in the dark half of the year. We've left the light half of the year. But I am glad
this is actually a custom order that I'm working on currently.
I really like it.
I work a lot with, especially with the light mixed media ones, the decorative napkins. I find are a lot of fun, and they add a lot of color and such. But this is for her grandmother for Christmas, and her grandma used to be a florist. So, and her favorite color is blue. So we've added in, I painted just some silk flowers. I repainted them because sometimes you can't find the exact color you want. So I just paint the flowers.
Nice. That is some tender loving care in that.
Yes, exactly. She also got the, I don't know if you can see that one way in the back.
I can sort of.
It's a big one. I normally don't do any bigger than an 8x10 just because for shipping it costs too much.
Right.
Generally. But this one is a 12x12.
Ooh-wee. So that's scrapbook.
So you can see how like 3D it is.
Yeah, like their wings are.
Yes, exactly. So she also got this one for her grandma for Christmas.
There.
Exactly.
And now you are participating in the magic word this week, which is Wing Envy. And how fitting that that should be the last thing that you show
Oh,
us,
yes,
right?
exactly.
So do you want to show our audience what your surprise is, or do you want to keep it as a surprise bonus gift?
I'm keeping it as a surprise mainly because I haven't quite decided. I'm deciding between one or another item, but I'm thinking whatever I do decide and what the customer does order, I'm thinking of having it match what they order.
Yes, I am sure that you will know when the time comes.
Exactly.
Will tell you.
So yeah, that's probably going to be the case.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us on the show today. It is after 5 o'clock.
Well,
Really
yeah,
good.
well, I'm in Texas, so it's after 7.
Oh, gosh. Yes. So thank you, everybody, for being here. And
thank you.
And yes, and just as a reminder to everybody watching from home, please hit like and subscribe. All of our vendors that you saw here today, their information is in the low bar. So if you want to shop with them after the fact, or you want to go follow them and give them some love, please do so. Their links should be there. And with that said, we're on Sunday, and so that means our next show will be Wednesday for Faye News. And I hope to see you guys all then at 7:30 p.m. Pacific. Good night, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.